Feen, look. I'm so into you, like to me, I'm born fabulous. You're so weak in the knees, WB, no more shackles. Can't put my faith in you, ain't gotta trust green pastures. They know the cure for cancer, the end is near disasters. I'm preaching to low rascals, the doors are open, pastor. Can I get an amen, 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 amen. Once a sinner for the Lord, I'm a rebel. Watch your back, these demons clever. Fear no mountain, tell her go tell her. Fear no mountain, tell her go tell her. Know me in the lies, then I'm the king cat. Heal the blind, water wine, this some Jesus facts. Glad you made it to my tent revival. People claim they Christian but not living Bible. What's good, everyone? My name is Feen, and welcome to my song review for my album Common Storms. First and foremost, I like to do a prayer. I like to start everything off by doing a prayer to the Most High first. So I'll wait a few minutes for some more people to get in before I do pray, because the Bible says where two or three are gathered, He is in the midst. So we're going to wait a few more minutes for some more people. Then I'll say open in prayer. We're going to dive right into it, man. But how y'all feeling today? Feel me? Y'all blessed? Y'all highly favored? It's a beautiful day to be alive. Each day we get is a total blessing, you know? So yeah, man, just take advantage of every opportunity that you get. Life is love. Love is life. Regardless of what's going on in the world, my heart is in a heavenly place. So we gotta get there. That's where I'm trying to go. All right, so I think I'll go ahead and get started with prayer. I'm not gonna prolong y'all. So if you can, bow your head. Oh, gracious Heavenly Father, we come before you today just humbly asking you that you step in the midst. Lord, we thank you for getting us through this day. Thank you for blessing us with the ability to breathe, to be able to walk, to see, to hear, to be able to use all of our senses on one accord. We thank you for the activity of our limbs, God, because someone didn't get up this morning. We thank you right now that you're going to be in the midst of us as we do this song review for these songs that you gave me to give to the world, and the feedback has been amazing. Lord, I thank you right now that you bless everyone's ears, their hearts, their minds, and their souls. If they need a financial blessing, Lord, whatever it may be, that you come through for them on the end. God, I thank you right now, Lord, that you just have your way during this session and every other session to follow in the weeks to come. In your son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Cool. Now that I done put my father in this business, let's get to business. So this is the first week for my Common Storm song review. So since I've been having such a tremendous success with the views, the likes, the comments, and so many people have been just listening to my music. It is a true blessing. I didn't expect it at all. My focus was on just touching one soul, and it's like I've been touching so many more people around this whole world. So because of that, I decided to say, you know what? Let me do a song review of my album to get some insight and some, details and stories of my life, how my album relates to my personal life. So diving right into it, the first song that I'm going to do a song review for is My Season. My Season is a banger. Me and featuring CJ Jameson. He go by I Am C Jizzle on Instagram. He's CJ Jameson here on Facebook. You can find him everywhere. Talented dude. We met, I'm about to say almost close to a year now. I was looking for artists. My wife is a youth leader at our church, and we was trying to have an event for the youth, and we're looking for artists. So I had put a memo out, looking for artists in the Central Florida area, and then I hit them up, but we never went through with that event at that time. We did have one later, but we didn't go through it during that time. So I started dropping started doing some cover to some songs. One thing led to another. He hit me up and was like, "Hey, bro, I ain't know you rap." And I was like, yeah. So he sent me a track. I got on it, man. It's been a blessing ever since, man, to see a godly dude who actually out here singing and making music for the Lord, despite what we may look like or what people the perception they have of us. Man, we doing this for God, man, and we having fun doing it. So I was going through some stuff in my life for the past year or so. Hold on. For the past year or so. So to tell you the story how we came about the song, I had this conversation with him. I had vented to CJ. Never told none of my homeboys or nothing. I told my close to Clint, but no one outside of that. So what was it? Last year, end of October, like around October 25th, 26th, me and my wife, we were expecting another child. And if you know me, you know Corey, you know Feen, whatever, same person. I always love kids. I mean, I used to be a music teacher for 3.5 years in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I even was teaching, I was a substitute teacher. And I loved it, man. I got so many students, so many relationships, so many of them still follow me to this day, and I have lived the same life that they seen, and it's such an impact to see them and seeing how much of a positive influence I was on them. It means the world to me. So expecting another kid. So I'm thinking like, man, I'm finally finna get my son, man. So we happy. We waiting to tell everyone. So next thing you know, November 1st, I'm heading to work. My wife heading to work. She gets in a car accident. And I never told one this story like outside of my family. So it's this like real life, real raw of how this song came about. But anyways, so yeah, my wife driving, going to work, boom, gets in a car accident, gets T-boned. I'm maybe 10 meters away from parking, or actually getting to my destination, to my job. And next thing you know, I get the call. She tell me she just been in an accident. Well, matter of fact, she didn't call me. My bad. My father-in-law called me. And then I'm calling her because he was on the phone with her, calling her or whatnot. So I turn around instantly, fly to get the T-bone the car right away. I used to work for State Farm, and I know certain things. I knew right away the car was totaled. Car wasn't even on my mind. None of that. I was making sure she was straight, and my daughter wasn't in the car. My daughter had just got dropped off to my mother-in-law's for the day. Blessing, lucky. But no one knew that my wife was pregnant at the time. So anyways, she had to ride an ambulance, blah, blah, blah. Got injuries. It's a blessing because I could have lost my wife on this day. And during this day, even a few days afterwards, I was just like speechless. Like for those 3 days, like no lie, I was speechless. I didn't feel no emotion. I was just like stuck, like really stuck. So I finally broke down one day, man. I was boo-boo crying, man. I think that was one of the worst feelings I ever had, to think like, man, I could have lost my wife on this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't been married that long, but it's just the fact that I could have lost her that soon, and so much has happened for me. I've been blessed in so many ways. I'm not the type of person to flash all my blessings or anything like that, but I've been tremendously blessed. I come a long ways from how I used to be. So for this to happen was like, whoa, crazy. So she got injuries to her back, things like that, because of this accident. So, it's still been a process, but that was November 1st. Months go by, we still happy-go-lucky. I got another kid coming on the way. February 1st, Super Bowl weekend, my football team, 49ers, love them since I was a little kid in the Super Bowl. Wife ain't feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Like, something going on, something wrong. So, pretty much, long story short, we end up losing that child. Right after that, I was hurt, man. I was even hurt even more because me and my wife, we still dealing with, her being in a car accident, all this stuff. So right after that hit me in my face. Super Bowl, none of that. Football don't even exist like that to this day in my mind. Like, I still love the sport, but it was nothing more that it was so devastating that I didn't even care at that point. So yeah, we find that out. Then I ain't tell nobody, so I was just venting. Me and CJ were talking about music, my album about to drop. So we talking back and forth like we do, like we brothers. You know what I'm saying? So he hit me. I was like, "Hey, bro," we had got the phone in. Like, he probably called me like 2 hours later. He was like, "Hey, bro, man, I got this track for you. I think, man, you should talk about all the stuff you just been through, man. I know you're gonna kill it." Sent me the beat, and like instantly, when I tell you instantly, I was like, that's God talking to me. That was a way for me to get my emotions out. And man, I wrote that thing like, it's longer than a 16, so it ain't like a longest normal verse. But I just flowed, and then he came in because he told me, I didn't even hear him on the hook at first at all. So he just told me the words, and he was like, "It's my season, it's my time." And that was the whole hook. It's my season, and I'm gonna give what's mine. It's my season, yeah. So when I heard that, I'm like, Man, this boy here, man, I'm finna kill it. You don't know it. Like, that's how I am. Like, I'm finna get this thing so many bars at one time that people gonna have to go back and hear everything that I said, and everyone could relate to it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into that song. But that's how that song came about, man. And when CJ heard my verse, he was like, bro, it was crazy. Like, they was trying to break it up, but the way it flowed and the story I told, and he was like, hey man, spit something at the end of it. So that just came out at the end. I pretty much gave, a little bit of the story I just told y'all, but it's a true story. You know what I'm saying? I lost my second kid. I thought I was gonna have. I almost lost my wife, and then not even talk about it. I wrote the verse. A few weeks later, I lose my grandma. Can't make this up. So for the past few months, I've been devastated, but I still got the joy of the Lord in my heart. I still got a smile on my face because my grandma lived the life she always lived. Like most of our grandmas, they love the Lord. So it was more so missing her than more so being sad that she's passed. So I dealt with all that. My album came out. I know she's smiling down on me, even talking about this, and even, going forth with dropping the album, being different from my surroundings, and, really trying to do this thing. Because I'm not perfect. I'd be the first to tell you that, But anyways, we're going to dive right into it. So this is the song My Season, if you haven't heard it yet. Me featuring CJ Jameson. The song is crazy. So I'm going to just kick back. You check it out. Let me know what you think. This is My Season on my album Calm Storms. Check it out.
I laugh to hide the pain. No tears fall, keep them inside. I can't stand the rain. Life is hard. Tipped in the backslide, surrounded by hurricanes. God's on my side like nationwide. I give them 5 in the spirit fire. Keep my spirit high when my flesh is low. I can't take no more talking tribulations. Like my second child, put that in quotation. I'm still aching. Frustration, praying daily. Restoration of my blessings coming. Remaining patient, it's hard to do when they lean on you. They depend on you. Talking mortgage, life, food, baby shoes, wiping diapers too. Don't know how I do it, can't add it up. Ain't paid enough, but got paid it all. Gave me trials, so blessings fall. It's my turn to ball. Is it John Wall? My time to shine. Talking Paul Wall. Want the blind to see, deaf to hear, the lane to walk. COVID disappear. Faith overfilled, man. I'm overwhelmed. Even when I fall, I'm a springing hat. But winter comes, feel like summer here. This is hot press and I'm breaking news. He blessing me, pray, bless you too. In due time, but it's my time. Got to spend time for the end time. Can't waste time while you got time. When it's your time, talking go time. Better thank God for the hard times. Me first. I waited so long for these blessings. Faster than pray when they question. Study this word when I'm stressing. I'm rapping, but y'all get the message. Say it's my season. Say it's my season. Say it's my season. It's my season. No more chains, I'm a breakthrough. Gotta watch snakes, they'll pray you. Every day I wake and say thank you. Like thank you. God, I thank you. Lord, I thank you. Heavenly Father, said I thank you, thank you, thank you. Heavenly Father, man, I thank you.
It's my time.
Say that thing.
It's my season.
Wait.
And I'm gonna get what's mine. It's my season, yeah. It's my time. It's my time. It's my season. Yeah. And I'm gonna get what's mine. I'm gonna name it, claim it, believe it. I'm gonna name it. Claim it,
so real, man. This what y'all gotta claim out there.
I'm gonna name it.
You gotta name what you want. Claim it, receive it, man.
I'm gonna name it. Claim it, believe it. It's my season, yeah. It's my time. Said it's my time. It's my season, yeah. And I'm gonna get what's mine. It's my season, yeah. It's my time. It's my time. It's my season.
Just you killed it, my boy.
And I'm gonna get what's mine. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, it's my season, you know what I mean? In the 2019, November 1st, my wife got in a car accident. 2 weeks before that, we found out we was expecting another child. A few months down the road, February 1st, I lost that child. Had to say rest in peace to a baby that didn't even come to this world, But with all that said, I know that God got something better for me. So it's my season to reap every benefit, every seed that I sowed. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, man. That's a hit right there. But you know, I left off, you know, me saying still having the joy of the Lord in my heart, things of that nature. And I just wanted to play the song right then and there because it's like, despite everything that we go through in this life, if we live to see another minute, another hour, another day, that's just another opportunity for God to bring us out and get us through, man. You got to keep living. I remember when I was a youngin', a jit, whatever you want to call it, and you know, they used to say all the time, you say it all the time, you think you don't need God, just keep on living. Like, and you know, that's one of the truest phrases I've ever heard, and I can tell you it's actually real, man, because no matter what I've been through in my life, a lot of people don't know, you know, I was born with a condition as a kid. You know, I was born with a club foot. It's a rare condition. I'm not ashamed to talk about it. As a kid growing up though, you feel like an outcast. So it's like, you know, my foot was corrected better than a lot of, you know, my fellow people that have one. And, you know, they used to mistake it for polio back in the day. So because of it, you know, one of my calf muscles in my leg is slightly, you know, smaller than the other because of that. So anyways, you know, everything in my life, I've pushed myself to be better than what they say I can be. You know, they say I couldn't do this, they say I couldn't do that. You know, and I never let that stop me. You can't even tell that I have one. I'm still blessed, and because of that, you know, it could be worse for me. Anytime I think of everything I've been through, it could be worse. Like for example, I could have lost my wife, like I said earlier, because of that accident. But yet she's still here. Yeah, you know, she may be in pain, and you know, things may happen, but she still has life. She still has another opportunity for God to bless her, and He will in due time. I pray He's gonna bless each and every last one of you that are listening and is here. So when you hear my music, this is not me just making songs just to make songs to try to become famous, because my only purpose here is to make God famous. That's the life I live now. I'm solely committed to my church. I do a lot. As you know, some of you that have been following me for a while, I am a community guy. I'm all about giving back. Every year I have a Thanksgiving food drive. So that's all of this is me living a life that I'm just trying to show people to live. I'm not perfect. I still struggle. I still have, you know, things that I have to deal with as well, just as anyone else. I'm not negating any of that. But you know, God's not looking for a perfect person. He didn't hang around perfect people. He hung around people in the world who were lost, because He, you know, that's who He's out there. You know, so you know, this song means a lot to me. To me, it completed the album. It was one of the last songs that we added to this album. So yeah, it's a hit. Let me know what you think about it. I see y'all in the comments. Y'all vibing with me. Appreciate you. And if those of you that may see this later on, you know, because I'm gonna keep this on my page, you know, I pray that this blessed you and inspired you to go forth and be who God called you to be. Don't worry about what people say about you or how they look. Just do it, man, you know, because, you know, we all have a purpose in this life. If you're alive, you have a purpose, and you got to find that purpose, whatever it may be. And if you don't, I ask that God put places in your heart. So, yeah, man, Common Storms is available on all platforms. I'm not going to take too much longer of your time, but it's available on all platforms. It's on Spotify, wherever you download, Apple Music, Google Play, iTunes, wherever. It's everywhere, man, wherever, Amazon, wherever, everywhere. But yeah, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Pray that God continue to bless y'all. Y'all have a beautiful morning, day, night, whatever time may be.
You better put your trust in the Lord. You better put your trust in